What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Episode 1. This is the recap. Now, I'm going to try my best to go over all the key facts. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Overall, this was a very solid episode. I think it did a good job at introducing some of the new characters, and it was more of a setup episode to me because it kind of like set up different things that we're going to see later on in the season. Like I said, a lot of different storylines going on right now. It was kind of weird not seeing your boy Ghost. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The whole intro was the same. Intro theme song was the same, but the intro graphics was different. So it did have that different feel, but I think it can, build up a lot of potential in my personal opinion. Now I'm going to try to go over just the key facts of what we saw in this episode. So let's begin. Now, we begin the episode off with your boy Tariq waking up late. I mean, it seems like he was waking up late the whole episode. He's just trying to adjust to this college life, but it seems like he's just struggling with time. Now, of course, he has to go meet up with Simon Stern, and he has to go meet up at court with his mother and find out what's going on with the case and everything like that. But Tariq is at school, Stansfield University. He has a lot on his plate. Now he gets to the courthouse. Of course, he runs into his grandma, Estelle, and she's just trying to figure out what's going on with Tariq. He wants to know what's going on with Tasha. And of course, your girl Tamika is there. And your boy Cooper Saxe got Tamika because, he needs Tamika to pretty much cover up his story, and she doesn't even know the truth about what's really going on. Now Tamika tells Tariq that, look, your mom is pretty much going to confess to this. It was a domestic violence thing, self-defense. Tariq doesn't really agree with it, but Tamika kind of talks him down, saying she's going to say a lot of bad things about James St. Patrick. And that's exactly what Tamika pretty much did. She went in there, said Ghost is a bad person. He killed all these people. He's just a bad man. And he was going to kill Tasha next. And that, Tasha should be just let out on bail. Now, the judge ain't stupid. First off, the judge don't even 100% believe that, especially since your boy Ghost was running for lieutenant governor and he had a good public image. So, of course, it's going to be kind of hard to even prove that. But the judge does not allow Tasha to leave. She's very upset. Estelle is upset as well. And it's like, what do you think? Like, you're being charged with killing your husband. You're not just going to get out that easy. So, of course, Tasha is very pissed off. Now we get to the back of the courtroom and we see your girl Jenny Sullivan and Tamika, of course. Now Tamika is pretty much telling her, look, you better fix this or the Democratic Party is going to be looking stupid once I release these pictures of Maria, of Lakeisha, and I believe that was Terry Scootball Silver as well in those pictures. And you can see the look on Tasha's face when Tamika brought out these pictures. Tasha's like, man, he didn't kill all those people. I'm the one that took out Lakeisha, and she just felt bad. But this was a good plan from Tamika because the Democratic Party does not want any type of dirt getting put out on James St. Patrick. Now, your boy Tariq, he runs into Lauren. He meets her for the first time. She gives him directions to University Hall. The two have classes together. And it seems like they kind of hit it off very good in my personal opinion. You can tell the two have chemistry and that Lauren really likes Tariq. And she's willing to also help him out. It ain't like she just likes him. She wants to actually help him out. She's glad to see another black kid there. And she believes they have something to prove at being at this school. Now your boy Tariq runs into Simon Stern. He has to meet up with him. Simon Stern is pissed because he's like, dude, you're late. But Simon Stern tells Tariq he needs to be a tutor to Zeke. Yes, Zeke is going to be a star basketball player that I told you guys about. Tariq has to tutor him, of course. And, they set Tariq up with an advisor. And the advisor is Carrie Milgram. And I told you guys about her as well. And she's pretty much going to be looking after Tariq, making sure he's doing good. And Tariq wants to get in the canonical studies program because under this program, he can graduate within 3 years. So that's his game plan, to get into that program, succeed at it, get out, and graduate faster, at least a year before his original graduation, which is a smart plan from Tariq, but we don't know if that's going to happen based on his lifestyle and the way he's handling certain things. But of course, Carrie is there to support him to make sure he's doing well with all the issues he's going through. Now, Tamika, she goes to Tasha and she has a plea deal. Pretty much 4 years probation. Let's just keep it like that. I know there's a lot of different things going on in this episode, all these charges and stuff like that. But yes, 4 years probation, that's it. But the only thing is, Tasha has to tell the truth. They don't need no loopholes in this story. Now, Tasha gets offensive once Tamika tells her she believes someone else was involved, that Tasha is pretty much protecting someone, which we know who that is, Tariq. And once his name is even brought up, Tasha pretty much just fires Tamika, because Tamika's like, look, if I'm asking you this question, they're going to ask you that on the stand. So you have to be ready for any and everything. Tasha is just pissed off, trying to protect Tariq, fires Tamika. And of course, Tamika calls Tariq and tells him, like, look, I'm fired. Your mom is trying to protect somebody. I don't know who. Apparently, it was an accomplice there because Tasha pretty much, she was rushing Quentin, and they had to have someone there to give Tasha the word that Ghost was there by himself. Now, when Tariq gets this information, he goes and finds Davis McLean. He wants to hire him to, defend his mom, make sure his mom gets out of jail. And Davis McLean is pretty much trying to just, bypass Tariq, but Tariq is like, how much? And Davis McLean says $500K, which we already knew about. We knew Davis McLean is going to want all this money, and he doesn't really believe Tariq's going to be able to get it, but we know Tariq has some type of plan to get Davis McLean to work for him. Now, Tariq goes and he gets Epiphany's information. Remember Epiphany from season 6 of Power, the stripper? He gets that information because he's going to try to use her to push product in the strip clubs. Once again, similar to how season 6 was, you would think she would be smart enough, but hey, she's down for whatever, it seems like. Now, Carrie, she's talking to your boy Jabari, and the two have a past relationship. I broke down these characters for you guys that don't know about them. Check the playlist out. But, Jabari is like, look, Tariq doesn't need to get into this program. He's already privileged enough. He has it good. He's not really trying to help the kid out. But she convinces him to help push this young black male into this program, and he agrees to help Tariq out. Now, we are back. Epiphany is here, and like I said earlier, she didn't really, put up a fight on pushing product. I mean, she did kind of say Tasha, was doing some bad stuff and stuff like that, but she's right back at it again. You would think she would be smart enough to stay away from Tariq, Tasha, the whole family, but she's willing to work with Tariq and push this product because apparently she needs some money her damn self. So once again, we back at it. Now, speaking of back at it, your boy Braden is back at it once again. He links up with Tariq. He's going to Stansfield University, and he has family history there. Your boy Braden is very privileged, and he's going to be going there with your boy Tariq, and he just wants to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Now, Tariq, of course, he's talking to Braden, and he's like, look, don't you have Effie's number still? Because the last time that we had a conversation, things did not go well. So Tariq meets up with your girl Effie. Yes, she returns in Power Book 2 Ghost. And, her storyline is very interesting, but it seemed like in this episode, it kind of just got played off. We still don't know who her true connect is. Is it Monet? I think we're going to find out eventually. But I think Effie's character, she was very mysterious in my personal opinion in Power Season 6. And she was one of the characters that everybody wanted to know more about. She didn't get a whole lot of screen time in this episode, but I think it's still more about her character that we don't know about. It has to be more about Effie's character. And like I said, I want to know who Effie is working for now. Of course, Tariq gets product from her and he doesn't pay her anything. Effie tells him, what she did was all just business, that she really did like him. But Tariq said, well, I'm taking these pills and it's all just business, and walks away. Now, Tariq did not read The Stranger because Carrie told him he needs to read The Stranger to be able to get into this program because they're going to be talking about it. He didn't really read all of it, put it like that. The kid was struggling, and now Carrie, Jabari, they had to talk, and try to make sure Tariq is able to get a second chance, because all the stuff that he's going through with his mom, with his dad's passing and stuff like that, they are able to give him a second chance to try to get into this program. Now, Tasha's public defender is straight up horrible. This girl named Dana is horrible. She didn't really put up a fight at all. Tasha definitely was probably about to be serving 15 years easily. Now, Jenny Sullivan walks in there and tells Tasha, look, well, we have a new deal. The old deal's out the picture. We know that you didn't kill James St. Patrick, because the person that did it is between 5'11" and 6'2", and that's not your height. So, you're pretty much going to get 15 years. So you better get your story straight or give us a name. And Tasha didn't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? She straight up threw bitch ass Dre under the bus. Yes, your boy Dre is brought up and he's dead. She's saying that he did it. Now Jenny tells Tasha, well, I hope you're not lying, because we know Tasha lied about actually shooting Ghost and talking about it was self-defense. So once again, we know Tasha is going to be caught up in another lie. It's just how it's going to play out. Now, Stephen Ott is back, Democratic Party. He's telling your boy Cooper Saxe, why is this case local? It needs to be federal, because we need to charge Tasha with, the kingpin statute or whatever. But it's a local case right now. It's more of a domestic violence type of a case. But, if they can prove that Tommy Egan and Tasha was trying to take out Ghost because he was a witness, that he was going to confess on them, and maybe they can charge her with the kingpin statute. But Cooper Saxe is really wanting to keep it local, because he's trying to use Tamika to protect himself. And your boy John Mock is telling him, look, you need to fix this. I don't know what you're doing, but I got you this job. I can take it away. The Democratic Party does not want James St. Patrick's name under the dirt, and they are trying to make sure Tasha goes down for all this on the federal level. Now, your boy Zeke is introduced. As soon as we see Zeke, he is clapping cheeks. I'm like, okay, what a great introduction. Your boy getting some off rip. This episode, your boy Tariq was walking in on everybody, man. He was walking in on everybody getting some. Now, in this episode also, we got an introduction of Cooper Saxe and his family, because we never really seen them at all. Apparently, his brother doesn't think too much of him. He knows Cooper Saxe. He always messes up. He's always into some type of trouble. And he believes that Cooper Saxe eventually is going to need a job. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably right. It seemed like Cooper Saxe didn't have the best episode, man, at all. He ended Power Season 6 very happy, but in Power Book 2 Ghost, it doesn't seem that way. He seems like he's struggling with a lot, and he is, because it ain't looking too good for him with this whole case. Now, your boy Zeke takes your Tariq to this party, and he introduces him to the Tejada's family. He lets Tariq know that they're his family, that they're his cousins. Monet is his aunt. Takes him into the party. Everybody likes Tariq. Everything is cool. They live in a college life. And then your boy Tariq walks in on Kane. And Kane is getting topped off. I mean, what another great introduction for Kane. Getting topped off. Zeke clapping cheeks. I mean, it's going down in this episode. I mean, wow. He meets Drew. Everybody seems cool with your boy Tariq. And then, Zeke introduces Tariq to Diana. And, Diana and Tariq instantly have this chemistry going. You can tell she likes Tariq. She wants to get to know him. But then at this party, we had some issues, because at parties, bad things happen. And we're talking about the Tejada's family. Bad things are going to happen. Now, of course, this guy Rail is upset that his girl was kicking it with Kane and stuff like that. They end up getting into a fight. Kane pretty much puts those hands on him, drops him or whatever. Rail is very pissed off. Now, this is when Monet comes out, because Monet don't play all that. And Monet is pretty much trying to protect Zeke. Zeke is supposed to be the star basketball player. She doesn't want him involved in any type of violence on video around anything negative. So she tells him to go into the back. Kane can handle this. And she's pretty much telling Kane, like, look, you gonna handle this because this guy Rail is on one. And Rail's girlfriend, she's trying to stay. They calling her all types of names. She's still down for the cause. I mean, okay, we know what type of girl she is. But She stays. Your boy Real is pissed off. Monet tells Kane, like, look, he's going to come back, and he's probably going to come back with something. So now Kane already knows what to do. It's time to get the strap ready, because just in case he rolls up again, he going to be ready for any type of action. Now, Diana, she pretty much walks Tariq around, introduces him, to her family as far as the history, tells her about the Tejada's family, tells her about her dad that's in jail right now, and Tariq tells her, like, well, my mom is locked up too. You know what I'm saying? So Tariq already know, based off this picture, the Tejada's family, he believes that this family is definitely up to something and that they're running some type of organization. We find out later on in the episode. Now, your boy Real pops back up, and he got a strap on him. He was embarrassed about what happened, but he got caught slipping because your boy Kane comes with his strap, and he's ready to blow it. He's about to blow his cat back. Put it like that. Now, this officer that you see right here, they kind of showed him a little bit. This is, I believe his name is Danilo. And Danilo, what he is a guy that works up under the Tejadas in law enforcement. That's why Monet was able to, talk to him and trying to get him to just walk off or whatever. You guys, if you want to know more about his character, check my playlist. I'm talking about his character as well. And then we get to your girl, Tamika. Now, Tamika finds out about Cooper Saxe being at the crime scene of James St. Patrick, that he was there with his gun. And she knew it. Well, she didn't know, but she know Cooper Saxe had his weapon and that he was very pissed off. Tamika finds out this information that Cooper Saxe kept from her, and she is pissed off. She wants nothing to do with Cooper Saxe, because if this comes out, she does not want to be a part of it at all. She does not want to lose her license. So this whole little interaction between the two is pretty much over. And I don't blame Tamika at all. Cooper Saxe will bring her down in a heartbeat. That's just what he does. Now, braided up in the strip club, about to lose all his money. I mean, he ain't really got no cash. He trying to swipe. And it's just funny seeing his character, man. He having a lot of fun. Now, Tariq, he goes to Epiphany and he gives her the product to push. And he wants to be able to get his money. And like I said, this girl was quick to get back to the program. I mean, she didn't hesitate at all. She didn't have really a fight at all. If this all goes down, she can't blame nobody but herself, in my opinion. Now, look who got caught slipping. Your boy, Rail. And as I predicted, the first person to catch a body was Kane. Yes, he caught a body, man. He caught a body, and you already know his character is going to be deadly. His character is going to be somebody that you do not want to mess with. Monet doesn't even care that her son is out here smoking people. She pretty much gave him the okay to do it. So we already know that he's a character that if you screw him over, he will get you back, and he would not hesitate to pull the trigger. Now, Laura meets up with Tariq. They're talking. She's telling him that Carrie sent her to check on him and, make sure he read that book. Of course, Tariq read the book. The book is about him, the stranger. In the stranger, it's like he kills, a person is killed off, but Tariq is saying that this person didn't just kill another person for no reason. It was a reasoning, and this person did it because they had a good reason, regardless of what everybody else thinks about them, regardless if people likes them or not. Tariq is pretty much talking about himself, him killing his dad, and how everybody did not like it. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. That's the thing that Tariq took out of this, and that's what I took out of Tariq in that conversation. Now, Cooper Saxe is talking to Tariq. It's pretty much telling Tariq, man, it ain't looking too good for Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Now, Tariq's telling Cooper Saxe, like, look, if this doesn't go right, I'm going to have to tell them you was at the crime scene. And Cooper Saxe is like, look, just hold up. You ain't got to tell them I was a part of nothing. I will try to fix this. So like I said, Cooper Saxe is not having the best episode in my opinion. Now, Tariq, he does a very smart move, and that is use Zeke's phone to go on Instagram Live and pretty much just make Davis McLean work for him. You know what I'm saying? Defend Tasha. And, Davis McLean, he cannot deny it now because it's going to make him look very stupid if he turns this down, especially after the response that people was giving your boy Tariq. Now, Tariq also gets his second chance to be in this program, and he kills it. He talks about the book, The Stranger, and pretty much this book is about Tariq, him doing what he did for a reason. Regardless if people like him or not, he has a reason why he killed Ghost. That's exactly what I took out of it, and I just told you guys that earlier when he was talking to Lauren. Tariq did this for a reason, and he pretty much explained it, and it seems like he's going to definitely get into the program. Now, of course, Davis McLean sees all these texts. He's being texted by a lot of people telling him, look, you are defending Tariq. You are defending Tasha St. Patrick, actually. You didn't tell me nothing about this. And we're going to see the character that he's talking about probably next week that, Davis McLean was having that conversation with in those texts. He knows he got screwed over. He can't sit up here and come out and say, nah, that was a lie, because it's going to make him look stupid. Probably going to mess his image up. Now, Tariq gives him only $50K, and that's just for the week. And Davis McLean is like, all right, I'll do it, but we have to get this story straight. Tariq tells Davis McLean to tell his mom just to tell the truth. Makes it seem like he's like, look, tell her, don't be afraid to tell who did this. Don't be afraid to tell her that I was the one that shot my father, not no one else. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, Davis McLean, he takes this information and he goes to Tasha. He tells Tasha exactly what Tariq said, and that's, don't be afraid to tell who did this. Just tell the truth. And we know Tasha is not going to do that. Tasha wants to protect Tariq at all costs. And that's exactly what she plans on doing. She's not going to throw her son up under the bus. She's going to try to figure out another way to make this work. Davis McLean, he doesn't care about the truth. All he cares about is winning, right? Now we get to the stand, and Tasha, everybody's waiting for her to tell exactly what's going on. Davis McLean is actually able to get her a similar deal like Tamika, probation, and she walks clean. But Tasha tells them who her accomplice was, and she throws your boy Tommy Egan up under the bus. And by her doing this, it fell right into Stephen Ott's plan. The Democratic Party was waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? Tasha throwing Tommy's name under the bus, all that does is makes them say, you know what? Tasha and Tommy, they wanted to silence James St. Patrick to cover up this whole drug empire because Ghost was going to say something. So they wanted to quiet him. Then they just dropped all the charges. Your boy Cooper Sass came up there and said, look, we dropped all the charges of this certain crime, this certain case right now, but we have a new one. You know what I'm saying? We are charging Tasha with the kingpin statute. We don't even care about the other stuff, the accomplice, tampering with evidence and stuff like that. We got something else. And under this kingpin statute, which we want to call it the queenpin statute, Tasha can get the needle. It can be over for Tasha St. Patrick, or should I say Tasha Green. It can be all over for her. But she did, kind of flip out. Tariq tells David McLean, like, look, you need to just chill, because he's pissed off. He's like, kid, what did you get me into? Like, you got me all messed up. I didn't know what your mom was involved in. I didn't know nothing about all this. Tariq tells him, look, I just got you the biggest case of your life. You're going to win. You want to win. I'm going to make you very, very popular. And once you win, you're going to pretty much throw them straight under the bus. You're going to bury them for trying to even, go up against us. Now, once you start talking about winning and stuff like that, Davis McLean, he starts to feel himself. And he's like, you know what? This could work. I can win, And remember, Davis McLean has a dirty past. He will do anything to win. That's exactly what Courtney Kemp said. Now, your girl Tasha, she ain't looking too good. Big Bertha done came back and told her, look, you coming back. I told you you was coming back here. You know what I'm saying? Tasha is very pissed off that this plan did not play out the way she wanted it to. They're going to have to figure out exactly what they need to do to make this all work. Now, Tariq is accepting in the canonical program, and he's looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's looking all good for him. This plan played out for him. He got a second chance to prove himself, and that's exactly what he did. He's happy, and he's also writing the paper for your boy Zeke about Moby Dick. I mean, come on. I believe that your boy Zeke is going to take advantage of Tariq, and eventually he's going to get tired of doing his work. Cooper Saxe is very pissed off. He's pretty much putting his report together about Tasha and the murder of James St. Patrick. At the same time, Cooper Saxe knows deep down inside he's going to have to fix this, because if Tasha goes down, Cooper Saxe's name will be brought up, and you know your boy Tariq will not hesitate to bring it up. The episode ends off with your boy Tariq once again doing some research, and now his research is on the Tejada's family. Now his research is on Lorenzo Tejada. He wants to find out exactly what he did, who he, what he's all about. He finds out a little bit more about him. He sees Monet in the picture as well, and he knows he's in there for murder. And that lets me know that Tariq knows that Monet is a part of an organization, and that, in the future, Tariq is definitely going to try to approach them and try to make a deal, because he's going to need some more money. And that little weight that Epiphany is pushing is not going to be enough. So expect your boy Tariq to make that, the initiative and go and try to talk to Monet and try to work for her. That will be happening very soon. Overall, like I said, I think this was a solid episode. It did feel different because we didn't see Tommy or Ghost. We definitely felt the effects of not having Ghost in this episode, and it was a good setup episode. I think it was a very good episode as far as introducing new characters, new storylines, and, getting us ready for the future of the show. You guys let me know, what do you think about Power Book 2 Ghost Episode 1? I think Episode 2 is going to be great. That episode, it seems like that's when we're going to get the funeral. And I thought the funeral would have been in this episode, but it wasn't. Sometimes my predictions ain't all the way right sometimes, but they did not give us an Episode 1 trailer. So, I assumed that it would have been in the first episode, but we getting it in the second episode. And I'm going to tell you right now, that funeral will be a closed casket. We will not see James St. Patrick's body. It's not going to happen. But you guys leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. Let me know what you thought about the episode and what you see happening next. We will break down some of these storylines throughout the week, so be ready for them. Stay tuned. But thank you once again. Keep supporting your boy, and I will continue to bring you more power content in the future. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.